Oh, you're turning the lights up on me. Gosh, all right, good. Well, welcome everyone. My name's Dean Wendt. My pronouns are he, him, his, and I'm really, really pleased to see all of you here tonight, and thank you very much for being here. And I especially want to welcome the family members and the supporters of our students. It is really special to have you here tonight, and I want to personally thank you for all that you have done to support the success of our students. So let's give a big round of applause to the supporters and the family members. Now, I am so proud of all of our awardees tonight and all that you have accomplished here during your time at Cal Poly. And I really hope that you take a moment to reflect on the hard work that you've done and the great accomplishments that you have and how you've persevered over the last few years. And I have to say that I am very grateful and I feel privileged to be the Dean of the College of Science and Math. And it really is an honor to be here celebrating with all of you what you've done. And it's really nice. Also, it's been 3 years, since we've been back together, and it's nice to see people smiling and socializing and communing again with one another. And it goes without saying, I'm supposed to say, I forgot, there's a QR code on your tables, and that is the program. So I don't have to tell most people how to do that, right? So you can get to the program. Yeah, I don't know. Phil will help you. He told me just the other day that he's actually used one of those before. So, it goes without saying, though, really, that we have faced some incredible challenges over the last couple years that have disrupted our lives. And there has been loss. There is no way to get around that. There's been loss of community and connection. And certainly, my heart goes out to those people who have genuinely had loss in their lives. As we've reached 1 million people in this country who have passed away during the pandemic and from COVID. And so that is, really significant. And I just also want to take a moment to recognize what happened this last weekend with the mass shootings here in California and also in New York, and just to recognize that those things happen and they're bigger than us in our community here, but they reverberate through our community. And we really do in the College of Science and Math, we stand in solidarity with these folks who have had loss, both over the last couple of years and then with the incredible and horrific events that have occurred. So we're going to have fun. Okay, I want to say that I think it's important that we talk about it as we're coming out of it as a community and as we go through these things together. And I think that strengthens our community, which is very important to me. But whether it's been persevering through this the global pandemic or doing the hard and critical work that I know many of you are doing in terms of social justice and diversity and inclusion, I have been so grateful over the last couple of years for your incredible patience, your flexibility, and your goodwill. And I'm really happy to be here beginning this commemoration of this academic year together. And you all, and I'm talking about all of you, not just the students, you all have responded to this historically challenging time and this unprecedented period. And it has been, for the students, a really significant part of their time here at Cal Poly. So I think you all deserve an incredible round of applause for just how you've navigated the world over the last couple of years. And I'm going to start with that round of applause for you all. So in striving to be our best, during challenging times or any times, I always try to remind myself that curiosity and inspiration, and these things are really the foundation of the College of Science and Math, and education. That is that curiosity, and that framework drives us to do better and to do good and to strive to new heights. And I know all of you have seen when you enter the Baker Building, right? You've seen the statue of Einstein there, and he is quoted as saying, "I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious." And I know as an awardee in our college, you all do have special talent. And I know because of your passion and your curiosity and that learn by doing approach and that learn by doing spirit that you have been a part of over the last several years, that you're going to do good. You're going to do good for this world. And in doing so, you are actually going to achieve remarkable success. And so I think it is a privilege for all of us to be engaged in science and in mathematics and in education, because we get to use what we know to do good things. That is a wonderful life. And your work here at Cal Poly has enabled you to enact this positive change, and I really do congratulate you for that. So many of you are going to be honored this evening for academic achievement. Others are going to be recognized for contributing to the objectives and the public image of the college or university, and for community service. And all of you have excelled in extraordinary ways. And all of you have made Cal Poly, you have made our community better by being here. And I'm speaking on behalf of the faculty and staff, we are grateful that you chose to come here and spend this time with us learning and growing. And thank you for choosing Cal Poly. And congratulations to all of the mentors and to their families and to all of the supporters. Really, congratulations. It's wonderful, wonderful to be here with you. I'm still, I got to find the right spot there so I get the reaction from the crowd anyway, but I can start it too. All right, so this evening we're going to be hearing from the department chairs and we're going to be hearing from the faculty who are going to be introducing most of the awardees that we'll be celebrating tonight. But before we get to that, I really want to thank the generous folks that have sponsored tables this year. And so there are several tables that have names on them. And first I want to recognize Dean Emeritus and the Senior Executive Dean of the College of Science and Mathematics, Phil Bailey, who sponsored 2 tables. And we have a table sponsored by Roxy Peck, who was a professor in statistics and also Associate Dean under Phil Bailey, who's not here tonight, but she still deserves a round of applause for sponsoring 2 tables. Dr. Chris Jankwitz and her husband Ted have sponsored a table. She is the chair of our kinesiology and public health department. And then I also did. So, yeah. It's really awkward to say that, I have to tell you. All right, here we go. So we are going to begin the event with the departmental awards for academic excellence and community. And every year, we always have trouble about deciding on what order to go in because people in statistics always say the folks in biological sciences always get to go first. So we're going to turn it around and we're going to go in reverse alphabetical order. So I want to introduce the chair of our statistics department, Andrew Schaffner. And so what's going to happen is Andrew is going to introduce the awardees from the department. And then when you're introduced, you will come up and you'll receive your award. Andrew will say, have a few comments. You will then get the opportunity to tell us, thank people, and to tell us what you're doing next or what you want to share with the group. And then the most important thing is we have a photographer who is going to take a picture of the 3 of us standing on this side of the stage. Okay, so before you exit the stage, we're going to get a picture, and then you get to go. All right, Andrew.
All right, well, thank you. I'm happy to represent the Department of Zoology. So I'd like to recognize our first awardee, Grace Benner. Grace is receiving the award for academic excellence. I've had the privilege of... So actually, a little bit about Grace's path. It's unusual that we have students come to our department from kinesiology. And actually, that's how she started. And I don't want to, say anything bad about kinesiology because they're a great partner of ours. And usually, they're the ones that are taking all the majors. They have lots of people that are going to kinesiology. But we were very fortunate to have Grace come to us. And I had the privilege of having Grace early in her career, in her first year, as an outstanding student. Some qualities of Grace, as I talked with her other faculty and wanted to learn more about her experience as she's gone through our program. She's very quiet, but she stands out above everybody in the class. Her achievements on her exam scores, performance, they just really are stellar and remarkable, leading to an amazing GPA, among the highest, actually the highest in our program. She's a hard worker. Faculty really acknowledge how much effort she puts into her classes, and she has the capacity to not just master the theory, but application. She's one of our students that can put it all together and communicate and help people answer their problems. In her 466 consulting class, her professors say she's wonderful in working with clients and communicating. During the online COVID period, even in that place where things were really, really tough, I mean, we're still in COVID, but when things were online and we were all at home, even her instructors at that point were amazed at how she stood out from the crowd. And lastly, one of the things that we love about our students is they give a little back. And she's also been a grader for our department for many years, and reliable and providing feedback to our other students and helping faculty do our jobs better. So I want to thank you very much, Grace, on behalf of the college, your award for academic excellence. And photo or she's
Yeah, you come over. Oh, no. No photo yet. You're right.
Okay.
Good.
So maybe you can tell a little.
All right, well, I get a trial run for the speech, I guess. Thank you again, Dr. Schaffner. This is such an honor. I love the statistics department. Every professor I've had has really just shaped where I'm going and what I love about statistics. Started the kinesiology department, but I'm very glad with my decision to join to the statistics department. I think it's, unheard of that at Cal Poly. We get to have a hands-on experience with professors. I've never been taught by a TA in any class. I get to learn directly from these brilliant people. So it's been such a great experience, and I'm excited to continue my education next year at University of Pennsylvania to get a data science master's. So this is a really good honor, and thanks for giving it to me.
Now we do the picture.
Now we can do the picture.
I'm going to stand
How
over
do we
here.
like?
So
Are we doing this here?
you're going to come over here.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. Okay, green. We're still going to look green. We are green.
Color correction.
Okay, well then let's.
Who wants to step down there?
Want to go down here? Okay, we're gonna go down here from there.
One of the things we do in the statistics department is sort out all the things. We always go first and figure it out. And there we go. So.
All right. Who knew the picture was supposed to take?
I know. Oh, and actually now the greens.
All right.
All right. So unfortunately, our second recipient, Danielle Sisso, was not able to be here tonight. Danielle is receiving the award for community leadership. As a chair, I rolled into the chair position and when Danielle was also getting started in our program. And she was such a support for the chair. It was amazing. I'm supposed to be supporting her, but she was the student who was there at every turn to fill every void for anything the department needed. Her initiative and leadership as the president of the Statistics Club, and she participated in all of our tours when we had hiring for faculty. She showed up for our parents' weekend. She showed up for our new student orientation. She was there for everything. She just, whenever there was an opportunity to participate and represent the department, Danielle was there, and she did it with grace and presence and inspiration for our visitors that would come. Her ability to represent the department was outstanding, and we wanted to recognize and thank her for her many years, really, of contributing. She's been doing this from day one, and it's been fantastic to have her in the department. And honestly, I'm really sad. I'm happy that she's graduating because it's a wonderful thing to graduate and get your degree, and I'm really going to be sad that she's leaving our department. So Danielle, you might be watching us on live stream, but congratulations. And if you're watching on live stream, I don't know where the camera is, but there's your award.
So I think next for School of Education.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kevin Taylor. It's my privilege to be director in the School of Education. I'd like to, on behalf of everyone in the School of Education, I'd like to congratulate all of the recipients today. It really, truly is an accomplishment to stand out amongst the students in the College of Science and Math. There are some fabulous students worthy of recognition who didn't make it tonight, so that makes your accomplishments tonight even more notable. So congratulations, everyone. I'm told there's a time limit here, and I'm quite sure Andrew overran, so I'm going to try and beat Andrew and be quicker. Lest I suffer another year of taunting for being the longest up here. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate and recognize Morgan Messerly. Is Morgan with us tonight? I didn't see Morgan earlier. Morgan is the School of Education's outstanding graduate student for her work in the curriculum and instruction program. She is a teacher at a local middle school. Her action research project is on social emotional learning and is designed to help teachers better meet the social emotional learning needs of middle school kids. And if you know anything about middle school kids, they struggle with a lot of issues. You were probably a middle school kid yourself one time, but don't extrapolate from that N of 1, because the statistics department would be very frustrated with you. We're very proud of Morgan's work. Her advisor is very excited about the difference that this will make in the lives of middle school kids for years to come. So, Morgan Messerly, if you're joining remotely, congratulations, and this round of applause is for you. This year's recipient of the School of Education's Community Leadership Award is Oscar Velasco. Oh boy, we could not be more proud of Oscar Velasco. And Oscar, thank you. Thank you for all your work for our community. What stands out most about Oscar is his active commitment to community. Oscar is a member of the steering committee for the Central Coast Coalition on Undocumented Students. With his colleagues, he is working to promote social justice education at a time when nationalism and white supremacy are on the rise. At the grassroots level, he is helping students and their families feel safe, and is making such a profound difference in their lives. Oscar, I could go on. I have 4 pages here, which Andrew noted earlier was far too long for me to go through. I do need to point out, Oscar is a member of the San Luis Obispo Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Task Force. He is working in our community for the betterment of us all, and we truly appreciate his work. Without reservation, Oscar is a worthy recipient of the Outstanding Community Leadership Award.
Oh, sorry, speech. Oh, I knew I was missing something. Hi, everyone. So my name is Oscar. I am teaching in my hometown, Santa Maria. I'm teaching at Rigetti High School right now, and I just took a full-time position at Santa Maria, so I'm really excited. Oh, thank you all.
They turned the green lights off.
Okay, I'll be in the middle.
Not too far. This way? This way?
Okay.
I'm going to move the whole thing over. Okay, would it help if I shifted this? We're going to go back to taking it down there? Okay, all right, that's what we're going to do. Okay, physics. We're going to be hearing from Professor Jennifer Clay, who is representing the physics department.
So I'm here on behalf of Carl Saunders, our department chair who couldn't be here tonight, but it's a real privilege to be able to confer these awards on our two recipients. The first award that I'm going to share is the Academic Excellence Award. And it's really nice that I get to share this with you because the awardee is Sam Christensen. Come on up, Sam. And Sam has been working with me for the past year on research in experimental particle and nuclear physics. But Sam is a double threat. He's a double major in math and physics, has achieved the highest GPA in our department, has made the Dean's List 10 times out of the many quarters he's been here. And it was also my privilege to be his instructor for our upper division thermal physics. Both the required class and the elective follow-up class. And that thermal physics class, that was winter of 2020 when everything changed right at the end. And then Sam came along for the ride in the spring quarter, that first virtual quarter. And he was just a pleasure to have in the class and is such an insightful student and a really thoughtful scientist. He's done amazing work both in theory and experiment in physics. He's worked with Professor Matthew Muse on theoretical predictions and tests of something called the Casimir effect, which basically, tries to look at how do we break physics and is it possible to break physics? And then he came along and worked with me on experimental particle and nuclear physics and has just done an outstanding job. And it's been a pleasure to work with him. And I just feel really lucky to be able to give him this award and wish him all the best in what he's going to do next. And I hope he'll tell you about that.
Hi, I'm Sam. So thank you, obviously, to Dr. Clay and my other research advisor, Dr. Muse, and my parents who are watching online right now. And next year, I'm going to be going to UC Santa Cruz to start my PhD in physics. Thank you.
Okay, so now they fixed the lighting. We're going to go back up.
Okay. And he's in the middle and I'm on this side?
Yeah, sure. We got to get a little closer, though. That's my experience. All right.
The next award from the physics department is for community leadership, and it's also an honor to bestow this award on Margot Chestnut. Come on up, Margot. Margot was also in my thermal physics class when we went to virtual instruction at the end of winter 2020, and I can just say that that group of students, like going through that transition together with them, she was one of the students that, along with Sam, made, dealing with that transition so much easier. I want to share with you some of the things that her nominators said about her role in our department and all of the leadership that she's taken on. She's currently serving as the vice president of our Society of Physics Student Club, and she was the interim president of the club during a leadership transition in the past year. During that time, she displayed exceptional kindness and compassion for her fellow students. She excellently modeled healthy and productive boundaries and continues to be an advocate for students through the second year in her vice president role. She rises to the challenges that she faces very admirably, and her efforts at building community in our department include organizing the spring banquet, which we're going to be having in a couple of days, the fall picnic, which was a success at helping us build community in our first time back to in-person last year. She organized a Mario Kart tournament in the winter. And the t-shirt for this year's physics students was a crowdsource activity that she worked with the Women in Physics Club to organize, and those t-shirts are looking very popular and everyone wants to buy one. In addition, Margot has been teaching for the past year at a local private school as an elementary school teacher, and doing that while she's been a full-time student this year, and she's going to tell you a little bit about what she's going to do afterwards in that regard. So congratulations, Margot.
Hi, I'm Margot. Well, my philosophy is pretty simple. Physics is hard, community makes it better. And so that's what I really wanted to do ever since I kind of stepped up into my Society of Physics student role as leadership. And you know, I just really wanted to make sure that all students had a place to share in community in this admittedly pretty hard major. Physics is hard, community makes it better.
Okay, we're going to welcome up Dr. Ben Rickert, who is the chair of the mathematics department.
Howdy. Chair of Math. And the first award that I'd like to present is for our academic excellence to Brooke Randall. Brooke has been a great student for us. She had a perfect 4.0 record during her undergraduate work at Cal Poly, and she's actually graduating this spring with both her bachelor's and her master's as part of our 4+1 program. Our faculty members uniformly praise the quality and meticulousness of her work. She's a member of the University Honors Program. She's done research projects with both physics and the math departments. We have two physics math people up here tonight. This past summer's Frost RU resulted in a poster, which was joint with Mavlara, entitled Characterizing the Numerical Range of Block Toplitz Operators. And that poster was selected for presentation at this year's National Joint Math Meeting. It's very prestigious. Her master's degree contains novel work that extends the results of her poster by finding explicit formulas to describe the convex whole of, and here I did some editorial changes, let's say complicated sets. Congratulations, Brooke. Oh, speak. Don't use mine, because I need that. My speech. You can't steal my speech.
Oh, I can't? Oh, man. I'd like to start by thanking the Academy. Oh, sorry, wrong. Okay. Just thank you. I won't, don't worry. Just thank you to all my supporters and my professors who have supported me over the years, and thank you for this award. Yeah.
And our leadership award goes to Laura Bylazinski. Laura's going to be graduating this spring under our applied curriculum with a minor in statistics. And while following that challenging program, she somehow found time to serve as the chair of the math club during her junior year. She sits on our Math CBF committee. She works as a student assistant for the Aero department, and she's given tours for the COSAM ambassadors since her freshman year and served as the tour chair this past year. But that's not even the way she helps us the most. She's always the one we call first if we need help with an event. Or if I have a freshman or a transfer student who wants to talk to one of our majors. Or generally, if I need to find out what the pulse of the undergraduates is, I email Laura and say, I need help, can you tell me something about this? During the online era, she was really instrumental in keeping our majors engaged via her work with the math club. All kinds of special events. There was a really fun faculty trivia night, I remember. And she even went so far as reaching out to all incoming freshmen in the summer of 2020, before the fall quarter started. And some of you may know, but to pry emails and names out of admissions before the students get to campus is really difficult. They will not tell me those things. But somehow Laura navigated the bureaucracy and she got permission to proceed, and that really, really helped with a sense of belonging to students who were never going to show up on campus. It was a strange quarter, and it was better because of Laura. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Rickert. I like being involved. The math department has given so much to me. It's given me a sense of community. It's giving me an amazing degree to go out into the world with. So I love giving back to the math department in any way I can. And I am currently applying for jobs after I graduate.
Great. So next, we're going to be hearing from Professor Jasmine Nation, representing the Liberal Studies Department.
Hi. So I'm subbing for Lola Berber Jimenez, our chair, and I found out about it as I was walking in. So, which I know these students, and it's probably a good thing because I would have written way too much about them otherwise. But I'd like to invite up Anna Vanenvech first for our academic award. So give her a round of applause. So from her first year, we knew Anna was driven to success and was highly motivated. And she came with an excellent academic track record and continued only upward. And we've never had a student who's graduated with a 4.0 in liberal studies, and she is as close as we come with only one A-, marring her record. So she's graduating with the University Honors Program, but also she was the president of Sprout Up. She helped me personally when I was a new faculty member. She came and talked with my class and has been a partner on our environmental education events and really passionate about that. She served on our DEI committee for the Liberal Studies Department and was the student voice for that, and has been really focused on culturally responsive education and how to be an environmental educator that's empathetic in our diverse society. So we're really excited to have such a dedicated student, and she's the type of student that makes you want to work harder as a teacher in your classes. So I'm so excited she's going to be a teacher and influencing the next generation and going to UC Berkeley very soon. So congratulations. Oh yeah, let me give you.
Thank you for those kind words. Jasmine Nation is one of the greatest professors I've ever had. It's just so incredibly thoughtful with any feedback. You know, I want to be a teacher, so I look at our professors and see what they're doing and what I can do. And she's very exemplary. And I'm just so grateful to the Liberal Studies Department because we need professors who will teach the teachers who are going to teach our future. So the Liberal Studies program at Cal Poly has been incredible for that. And yeah, like she said, I am going to UC Berkeley starting in June right after I graduate to get my master's in credential for elementary teaching. So I'm very excited. Thank you.
I'll come over here.
And for community leadership, we have McKenna Tumayan. Congratulations. So McKenna is another amazing student of ours. She's concentrating in teaching English as a second language and minoring in child development, and she hopes to teach English abroad at some point. And she has shown dedication for creating equitable and inclusive educational experiences and empowering the success of all students. And she has experience teaching in a whole bunch of different settings, including an outdoor summer camp, virtually over Zoom, teaching kids at a STEM day that she was in my class for, and is clearly very passionate about that, and also bringing in engineering education into environmental education. She has been working at the ASI Children's Center as a child care student assistant, and also been a WOW orientation leader, a COSAM advisor, and in the last 3 years been in the Liberal Studies Council. It's a student council, this advisory club that has made the experiences of our liberal studies students so much better, especially in these difficult times, planning and putting on all these events. We are really lucky to have McKenna in our student body, and we'll miss her many contributions to our liberal studies community.
I just want to say thank you to Dr. Nation and for all the liberal studies faculty and professors. I've had just the best experience being part of the liberal studies department. I feel so prepared to become a great teacher, and next year I will be entering UC Irvine's Master and Credential program to earn my multiple subject teaching credential and Master of Arts in Education, and then hopefully be teaching elementary school and teaching English abroad one day as well. And thank you to all of my supporters and my parents who are watching this as well.
You guys have to come closer. Okay, I think next is Professor Julia Albert for kinesiology and public health.
Sorry about that. I'm in kinesiology, so I went way in the back, so I get extra steps in right there. I am very happy to be here on behalf of our department. Dr. Jacobitz was not able to hear. She has a good excuse. She is seeing her son graduate from veterinary school. So she was not able to come, but I'm really excited to be here and to see all of you and really celebrate our students. So we do have 2 degree programs, so sorry I'll be up here a little bit longer. We do have 2 academic excellent awards, but I'm going to go ahead and start with our Outstanding Citizenship and Community Leadership Award. That goes to Alex Richardson, who is not here today. I hope that she is able to be watching. She is completing her bachelor's degree in kinesiology with a concentration in health promotion. And the reason that we picked her for this award is because she's really been a staple of one of our clubs, the PolyFit, which really provides an opportunity for students to get hands-on experiences. And she is the current president, and honestly, if it wasn't for her, I'm not sure they really would have stayed afloat during COVID-19 without her. Also, on a personal note, anytime I've ever needed a student to come for a Learn by Doing event, for student orientation, for transfer day, anything like that, she's always there. So we've really, really appreciated all of her support and effort within our departments. In addition to what she's done for PolyFit, I did want to mention she is a Frost Fellow. She's done several research projects with Dr. Corey Griever, and they just submitted a manuscript, is what I understand. And she did just present at the CSM Research Day as well, so also a researcher in our department. I got a quote from one of her faculty, and she said, she's always available whenever we need students to talk, and talk by Learn by Doing, and after graduation, since she's not here, I want to mention she's going to be taking a year to live abroad. Seems like a good idea to me. And then preparing some applications for graduate school. So congratulations to Alex. I hope you're watching, and we're so proud of you. For our next award, I'm going to do our academic excellence for our BS in public health, and that is for Validia Estrada, who is here tonight, also in the back. We were using our table as well. So Validia is a first-generation Latinx transfer student who is completing a bachelor's in public health with a concentration in community and public health. I've personally had her in several classes, and including during COVID, and I can honestly say I really looked forward to coming to my office hours every week. She'd come with her fellow supporter here, Owen, and I loved it. She really helped me make sure I was explaining everything right in class. She definitely did not hide if she felt like there was something that could have been better explained or could have been improved, and I felt like I actually improved my classes after having her in class. Another faculty said that Validia elevates the level of learning for everyone in the class through her incisive questions, which are based on her own deep reflection on the course material and her ability to connect course material to her own experiences and observations. So definitely a very bright student, one of the top students we had graduating in terms of GPA for our public health degree. I did want to mention, outside of her academics, she is very busy. She serves on the Cal Poly Student Transfer Student Advisory Council. She's also been a tutor, a peer academic liaison, and she has worked as a physical therapy aide throughout her academic program. So pretty busy, and just a wonderful student in our department. We're so proud of you, and hopefully you'll tell everyone a little bit about what you're going to be doing afterwards.
Hi, everyone. So I first want to thank all of my supporters who are watching and my supporters who actually are here today. My goal is not to cry because I worked really hard to be here as a transfer student and as a first-generation student. I'm sorry. This is not just for me, this is definitely for my grandparents and my parents who have worked really hard, and all of my aunts and uncles who have supported me every step of the way. And I just want to acknowledge that because I am only here because of my foundation, and they are my foundation, and I want to thank them so much. And okay, happy thoughts, I'm graduating. After this, I'm actually gonna go back home to SoCal, and I just got into a medical assistant program, so I'll be doing that to get hours, and I'll be applying to medical assistant programs in the fall. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to go
All right, next I would like to present our academic excellence for our kinesiology degree. That is going to Kobe Barber. Kobe is completing his bachelor's degree in kinesiology with a sports science concentration and a minor in statistics. I hear kind of it happening a lot with the statistics departments in these speeches here. Kobe, according to one faculty member, said that he has been a joy to have in class and shows up every day eager to learn and apply his knowledge. My understanding is that you recently did publish some original poetry with 3 other students in the International Journal of Undergraduate Research and Creative Activities. Kobe also does have one of the highest GPAs in our kinesiology degree as well. And I believe he's going to be pursuing a career in collegiate sports and going pretty soon here to a graduate degree as well that he'll tell you a little bit about. We, as a faculty, have no doubt that his academic excellence will continue to shine as he takes his next step at the University of Oregon. Congratulations, Kobe.
Thank you. Yeah, I'd like to thank the kinesiology professors for honoring me with this award, and especially Dr. Thomas for giving me the opportunity to do research in the program. Then I'd like to thank my supporters for being here, and then my grandparents on Zoom as well, and I will be continuing my education and hopefully getting involved with in the sports industry at the University of Oregon, pursuing an MBA in sports business. So thank you all. No, you're good. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, Chair of Chemistry and Biochemistry, Seth Bush. Professor Leslie Hamachi is joining Seth Bush.
All right, this whole time I noticed there are 2 microphones and there's 2 of us, and we have 2 awards because we have 2 degrees. So we're gonna do them both together, so I apologize for breaking the rules. I'm not sorry. All right, so I'm gonna ask 2 folks to come on up first. First, Andre, if you'd come on up, and Kimberly Pham, if you'd come on up, we'd appreciate you both coming on up. And we'd like to share a little bit about our awards for our outstanding graduates in, come on over here, you're over here, in biochemistry and in chemistry.
I'm very excited to present the award for the Outstanding Graduate in Chemistry to Andre Legron. So in addition to academic excellence, Andre has been very involved in undergraduate research here at Cal Poly. Andre was one of the first members of my research group. I'm a relatively new faculty member here. And so Andre has spent the last about 2 years now working on plastic and polymer recycling within my research group. And they've been extremely successful as an undergraduate researcher, also very involved in the leadership and training of and mentorship of new students, new undergraduate students. And so really their impact is very wide-reaching within my research group. They also have a paper that was recently accepted for publication, a first author paper. They also were invited to give multiple talks at the Western Coding Symposium this past fall, also at the Spring American Chemical Society Conference. This is very unusual for an undergraduate to be invited to give so many oral presentations, and so Andre has really been special in that regard. And beyond that, Andre has been very involved within the American Chemical Society club leadership here on campus, and so I'm happy to award Andre this award in recognition.
Thank you, Dr. Hamachi, and I'd like to briefly thank my family and friends for being supportive over the last 4 years and putting up with me, calling them and being like, oh my gosh, you'll never believe what I just learned about orbitals. I just got out of P-Chem, it's so cool and exciting. Special thanks to Dr. Hamachi and Dr. Eric Samper for always having my back and being in my corner, and thanks to Dr. Seth Bush for being supportive all 4 years, being supportive when I left the department, and even more supportive when I came back. And it's it's been a really wonderful experience, and I'm very honored.
Yay! So next up, the faculty and staff of the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry are recognizing Kimberly Pham as our 2022, yay, Outstanding Graduate in Biochemistry. So that's where we applause. Yay! Andre is a rock star. Kimberly's a rock star. I brought Leslie here so we could get good words up here, and I stole words from your advisor who couldn't be here today. So her research advisor, Dr. Phil Costando, he couldn't be with us tonight, but he wanted to share a few words. So here we go. It's been an honor and a privilege to collaborate with Kim for the last 3+ years. She's been a wonderful collaborator in PJC for Life. I got to question life spelling, but that's okay. Producing not only peer-reviewed publications, and you heard the S at the end there. I hope you heard the S at the end, because I'm going to say it again, publications, but also serving as a leader within the group and an outstanding role model for other members. I've also had the opportunity to work with, this is not me, this is Dr. Costanzo again, right? Okay. To work with Kim through Alpha Chi Sigma, and she did an exemplary job leading this year and as we return back to in-person events. She is thoughtful, kind, and easy to work with. Her presence and smile will be missed. Now, I've only got to have you in a couple classes, but she's a rock star. So let's give it up for Kimberly. Yeah. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to give you this. There, you have to hold that. I almost blew it.
Yeah, thank you so much to the department and all the professors in the chemistry and biochemistry department for honoring me with this. This is super special, and I'm like really honored. I'd like to give a special thank you to Dr. Costanzo, even though he can't be here tonight, and the rest of the PJC crew. They've been like a family for like the past 3 years, as well as like everyone else in ACTS, and so many incredible friends and professors that I've been able to meet over the course of the 4 years. I also want to give a special shout out to Dr. Phil Bailey. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here today, and I'm so glad that I am here at Cal Poly and I've been able to experience all of these amazing things. I also want to, I believe my mom is on the other side of a screen. I sent her the link and that should be ready to go. So I want to say thank you to my family and my friends back home. I couldn't do it without them and everyone here. So thank you.
Do you want us to come down? Where do you want us?
No, we should
All right.
all
All right.
line up.
Y'all are in the middle, and we'll be on the outside. You're like a.
I'll be on the far outside.
Are we all? Do we have to squeeze out? Scoot up, and don't fall off, because that would be bad. Yay! Congratulations. So it is an honor and a privilege to bring up Kamal next. Please come on up. Kamal Mittal is the faculty and staff of the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry. Recognize Kamal as our 2022 Community Leadership for our community. Whoa, where'd she go? There she is. Leadership Award. She's a rock star too. I'm going to, again, steal words from my faculty because apparently that's what I do up here. I don't have my own words. I have their words. When we put out a call for this award, let's just say it was gushing. And gushing and gushing and gushing. Kamal has served in leadership roles in multiple organizations on campus. She's been the president of the College of Science and Math and ambassadors, participated in WOW, Open House, Pulse. She's a stalwart in ACTS. She is a community leader within our department, and we're going to miss you dearly, dearly. Other colleagues remarked she's an excellent researcher. That's great too. But she's also an excellent research mentor and colleague. Like, this is a colleague. She's also an undergrad. This is a colleague who's collegial, engaged, and an all-around great person. So everybody, let's give it up for Kamal. Yay.
I want to say thank you to Dr. Derek France, my PI, who has been my mentor for the last 4 years and has really shown me the ropes as a scientist and what it means to ask questions. I want to thank the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry for being such a home. I can't, name all the professors who have changed my life with their incredible classes and their dedication and their care. I also want to give a shout out to Alpha Chi Sigma for making me find a home away from home for people who really accept me for who I am. And I know I'm not up here for this, but I also want to give a big shout out to the COSM ambassadors who have been I see so many COSM ambassadors here tonight, and it's a club that means so much to me. So shout out to all my fellow ambassadors out there, and thank you.
Yay!
Yay! And then there was one.
All right. Biological Sciences and Professor Elena Keeling is here on behalf of the department.
Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm Elena Keeling. I'm not the department chair. I'm associate department chair, but our real chair, Ken Hillers, couldn't be here, so I'm here in his place. It is really bright and glaring up here. Sorry. I am super excited to get to announce the awards for actually 3 different academic excellence awards, because we have 3 degrees. So again, just so you're warned. So there'll be 3 academic excellence ones and then a community leadership. The first one is biological sciences. So Cassidy Andres, please come forward. Cassidy is graduating with a molecular and cellular biology concentration and a bioinformatics minor. She's actually one of the first of the bioinformatics minor graduates. Very exciting. And I've actually known Cassidy since her freshman year. She was in my intro class, and she's been in several of my classes since then. She's also been working with me in research. This is actually especially fun for me. But it was really amazing when we sent out the call for nominations, as has been commented earlier, the number of faculty who all said similar things about Cassidy, right? The adjectives all kept being the same. Amazing, outstanding, motivated, driven, always a top student in a class no matter what, so deeply curious, always wanting to really deeply understand what was going on. So it's been great having Cassidy in classes and in research as well. She's been doing research for about 3 years now, through 2 pandemic summers and lots of other chaos. She's in the process of finishing up a manuscript where she will be co-first author that we're gonna be submitting soon. She's been incredible as a mentor and role model for the other students in lab. I don't actually know what I'm gonna do when she leaves and the lab doesn't have her anymore. But it's been a huge pleasure, and she is truly an outstanding student. So congratulations, Cassidy.
Hi, everyone. This is really an honor. Thank you, Department of Biological Sciences and COSAM. I'd like to thank my parents who are watching virtually at home, and my sister who is videoing in the crowd, and also Dr. Keeling. She has been the best advisor and has really gotten me where I am. And I am excited to be pursuing a PhD at UCLA in genomics in the fall. So.
All right, our next degree is marine sciences, and our outstanding academic excellence student is Jillian Ippolite. If she would come forward, thank you. So in addition to having an extremely high GPA, which I have to say all of our academic excellence students have, Jillian has been involved in not 1 but 2 separate research projects, clams and elephant seals, which are quite different from each other if you hadn't caught that. But Jillian has been really outstanding in both of those projects, been a real leader in terms of the research, field team leader several times, I understand, and just a really all-around excellent student. So congratulations, Jillian.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much to the department, the Biological Sciences Department, and Marine Sciences major. I've just had such an incredible experience at Cal Poly, and I'm so grateful for all of my professors, especially those I've had the opportunity to do research with, especially Ben Ruttenberg and Heather Lewanig and Crow White. So a big thank you to all of them. Also, thank you to my supporters, Marissa, my mentor, who's able to come with me tonight, and of course, to my family for supporting me so much throughout college. So, thank you.
All right, our third degree is microbiology, and our outstanding academic excellence graduate in microbiology is Annika Schmidt. Annika, please come forward. Annika, in addition, again, to her outstanding grades, got similar kinds of adjectives, right? The amazing, engaged, always active, really curious, really outstanding student consistently across the board. Also served as a learning assistant for some microbiology classes and did a really great job there. Has been involved in research in collaboration with the biomedical engineering department. And so again, just another really great exemplar of a really awesome Cal Poly student. We're very excited to give her the outstanding academic excellence in microbiology.
Wow, this is wild. I came to Cal Poly as a microbiology major, honestly, just because it sounded cool. And it ended up being really cool, and I have really experienced or had an amazing experience here. And I just wanted to thank everybody that I have encountered in that experience, including all my friends, my family, my parents are here, all of the professors that have taught me all of the wonderful things I've learned, and Dr. Black for being an amazing mentor the past year. So I'm really grateful for my experience here. So thank you.
Okay, finally, our departmental award for community leadership goes to Vinay Gopan. Vinay, please come up. Vinay is also a microbiology major and honestly was in the running for academic excellence as well. He's a really outstanding student and has had a lot of research experience as well. But he is being recognized for actions which actually have affected all of you, although you were unaware of that until just now. Vinay was one of the very first students to volunteer in the SARS-CoV surveillance lab that was set up in the bio department by Dr. Martinez, who's sitting in the back. Nathaniel, would you wave your hand? Yay, Nathaniel. So most of you are probably aware that we've had this amazing on-campus testing facility that most other people do not have, most other universities do not have, and it was created entirely by Cal Poly people and really largely run by Cal Poly students with, some leadership. And Vinay has been really heavily involved in that entire thing. So he helped design protocols, he helped validate assays, he became a student supervisor, he really helped to get the entire operation going. So I think that's actually really amazing to have done, and we are incredibly appreciative of that. In addition, on the side, he also started the first chapter at Cal Poly of Doctors Without Borders, which is a great organization, and it's exciting to have a chapter of that at Cal Poly. So thank you so much for everything you've done. We are excited to give you this award.
This is a great honor. First, I just want to thank my wonderful family for all the unwavering support I've gotten over the past few years. And I also want to thank Dr. Martinez and Dr. Black, who are both here. I've grown and learned so much from your guidance and your mentorship. And after graduation, I'll be working as a post-bac research fellow at the National Institute of Health.
I feel like the extra pictures are because of me. Oh, okay. All right. that wraps up our departmental awards. And now I want to first congratulate all of the departmental awardees. Let's give them a big round of applause. And I now want to invite Gwyneth Donkey to come up for the presentation of the Outstanding Club.
Thank you, Dean Wendt, and hello again, everybody. So I am so excited to have the pleasure of presenting the Top Club Award to you all this evening. This year, the College of Science and Math Council stood in awe as all clubs transitioned back in person this past year. I had personally witnessed the clubs build genuine connections with club members, along with staff and faculty within the college, and even expand into SLO community among locals. So we had several excellent clubs that applied and have done amazing work this past year, but one had really stood out to the council. This club had invited 12 guest speakers that have highlighted various public health careers, provided educational trainings, and connected members with advocacy, volunteer, internship, and research opportunities locally. With that being said, I am happy to present the Top Club Award to the Public Health Club. So unfortunately, the president, Anna Ostrander, wasn't able to attend tonight's banquet. So tonight we have Ruta Viella and Owen Jessup to accept the award on her behalf.
I just wanted to say thank you so much. This is honestly a really big award to our club, and it really means a lot. So thank you so much to the department.
Okay, next we are going to be honoring two outstanding graduate students. And so I am going to invite back the chair of mathematics, Ben Rickard.
It's my pleasure to bring Tim Royston up. I'm pleased to present the Outstanding Graduate Student in Mathematics to Tim Royston. He also has a 4.0 GPA in his graduate coursework, and he's finished every graduate sequence, save one, and he even co-organized 2 additional quarters of analysis when our standard offerings ran short of his appetite for that. He's known in the department as an excellent student with a praiseworthy combination of mathematical creativity and rigor. This past summer, Tim worked on an ambitious project with some other math students to find a conceptual approach to the problem of using singularities of curves to study flat portions on numerical boundaries. And the interesting thing about that project is, although he made enough progress on it to be a master's thesis, he decided to write his actual master's thesis, which he'll be defending in a week or so?
A week or so.
A week or so here, on something else. Crouzet's conjecture, did I say that right? Crouzet's conjecture, which is an open problem about the relationship between the norm of a matrix evaluated at a polynomial with the maximum of that polynomial's magnitude on the numerical range. So we're looking forward to that talk. Congratulations.
I'm really honored to be given this. I want to thank my parents and my family who've supported me so much through college, and all of my friends, all of the professors that I've had in the math department. Dr. Linda Patton, who's here, is actually my thesis advisor. So yeah.
Well, I don't feel so bad now. I love it when one mathematician can't pronounce another mathematician's work. So that was spectacular, that beautiful insight. All right. The other department or the other person I want to bring back up is Elena Keeling. Elena? Oh, there you are. She's already up. Always prepared. Professor in Biological Sciences.
So the second outstanding graduate student for the college is Kira Anderson from Biological Sciences. Kira, please come on up. So Kira has actually already defended. She has already given her thesis. She's studied stress tolerance and metabolic physiology in intertidal barnacles. She did most of this during the pandemic. So Kira started her graduate program in the fall of 2019 when we all thought the world was normal. And so she then did her graduate work in an unusually independent way because of the circumstances and with more than the usual amount of chaos, as I understand it. And she's been really exceptionally productive and independent. She has already been a co-author on a published paper. She has 2 others in prep, which is a lot for a master's student, 3, just if we're counting, at least in biology. I don't know about y'all, you're all fields. She's presented 5 times at scientific conferences. She's been a great mentor to a lot of undergraduates in the lab. She has been a fantastic teaching assistant multiple times for the department. She has been a volunteer scuba diver on conservation surveys for a nonprofit agency. So she's been really incredibly active in all of the ways you would want someone to be as a scientist and an educator, and we're incredibly proud of her. And it is an honor to present her with our Outstanding Graduate Student Award.
I just want to say thank you for this award from the department. Special thanks to my family and my mom and my dad, who without their unconditional support, I would not be here today. And then thank you to my advisor, Kristen Hardy, and my lab mate, Megan Dotterweich, who I would not have made it through this without you two. And in a couple of weeks, I will be moving to Washington to do a field summer at Stanford, through Stanford University, studying respirometry to understand climate change. So, yeah.
Okay, well, we are getting close here. I get to present the last few awards, and the first one is for academic excellence for the entire College of Science and Mathematics. And that award is going to Cassidy Andres. So Cassidy, please come back up. Oh, don't rush. We're good. We're ahead of schedule, actually. Congratulations. Yes, welcome back up into the bright light. So Cassidy is described by biology professor, and you might have heard her earlier, Dr. Elena Keeling, as simply an absolutely outstanding student, the best I've had in years. She earned a solid 4.0 GPA, and the faculty say about her that she is incredibly thorough and intellectually engaged, vigorously seeking to fully understand a concept or biological mechanism. Outside of the classroom, She's participated in the Frost Summer Research Program since the beginning of her second year, which is what we love. Students get involved early, and even when the pandemic hit, she was able to shift her focus and begin collaborating with Dr. Jean Davidson in bioinformatics. She is a first author on a publication with Dr. Keeling and Dr. Davidson, and she has been described as an incredible mentor of other students in the department. So please congratulate me in congratulating Cassidy once again for her excellent work.
Thank you so much.
You can say, yeah, it's hard work.
Thanks again, and thanks to Dr. Davidson and all of the faculty in the Department of Biological Sciences. It really has been incredible here at Cal Poly. This wasn't expected. There are so many great students, and I work with so many great peers, and thank you again. Yeah.
All right. We get a second award, and the real treat is we get another picture. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Okay. The next award is for contributions to the objectives and public image of the college. And I want to invite back up Ruta Viella. Ruta. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Ruta has been active in several College of Science and Math clubs and the Student Council in leadership positions. She's volunteered with the COVID-19 vaccine response team for the San Luis Obispo County Health Agency and conducted an independent study analyzing social media data to understand information being spread about COVID-19. She created a program, a trick or treat program, which actually got students to go to faculty offices to meet them during Halloween to build community. She co-authored an article published in an International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health that assessed racial and ethnic disparities in denial of health and life insurance to cancer patients. Ruth is also a Frost Research Fellow who presented her work related to e-cigarette policy at the Society for Public Health Education's annual meeting in 2022. Clearly a highly motivated student who's been on the Dean's List multiple quarters, and she's graduating early. So please join me in congratulating Ruta. And you get to actually say something again.
I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone, to the Kinesiology and Public Health Department, to COSAM, to Dr. Julia Albert. I've been doing research with her for the past 3 years, and I would not be where I am today without her help and her support, as well as my other professors, Dr. Lent and Dr. Maurice, and everyone who has supported me throughout my journey at Cal Poly. I'm just so incredibly grateful. And then after Cal Poly, I'll be going to Columbia to get a master's in healthcare administration. So thank you so much to everyone.
There you go. We get another picture. All right. Congratulations. Okay, so this is a similar award, but it's a contributions for the objectives and public image of the university. And this is going to Anna Ostrander. She cannot join us tonight, but I understand she is on the live stream and watching. So I get the joy of presenting and accepting her award. So Anna served as president of the Public Health Club, helping to provide training to students in skills such as COVID-19 vaccine outreach and Narcan administration to prevent opioid overdoses. She's also advocated for policy change to reduce the harmful impacts of tobacco products. Anna also was a research intern at the With Us Center for Bystander Intervention, a nonprofit based on the Cal Poly campus addressing critical social issues such as sexual violence prevention, bias exclusion, and mental health. She was the lead event coordinator for the Cal Poly Food Day Planning Committee, promoting sustainable consumption and connecting those in need with food access. She collaborated with the Slow Health Agency to promote COVID-19 vaccines in high-risk populations, and she's writing this up as a case study for her senior project. Please join me in congratulating Anna Ostrander for her contributions to the objectives and public image of the university. Now I'm Anna. Hi, everyone. I'm sorry I couldn't make it today, but I'm watching through the live stream. I wanted to say a big thank you to Dr. Singh and Dr. Albert for their guidance and support running Food Day and Public Health Club. I have learned so much from these professors, and they have shaped my Cal Poly experience. I also want to give a big thank you to my Public Health Board, Ruta Viela, Nadia Aruni, Owen Jessup, Sydney Conover, Gianna Herbert, and Anya Verma, who have made this our most successful year yet. I'm sure I messed up those names. I'm sorry. And she also wants to thank her mom, her stepdad, brother, and grandma for their love and support. And after graduation, she is planning on traveling, applying for jobs, and working for a couple years until grad school. Thank you, everyone. Do you want to take a picture just of me? All right, no. Okay. And this is our final award of the evening, and this is the Service to the Community Award, and this is going to Logan Burrington. Logan. Logan is the co-founder of the student club Slow Cal Tutors, which connects Cal Poly student tutors with mentorship opportunities at local grade schools. Logan served as a peer health educator with Campus Health and Wellbeing, giving presentations on topics such as stress, sleep, and homesickness. He's also served as lead facilitator of the Mental Health Dialogue Group, and as an undergraduate researcher, working with Dr. Javan Oza, he authored 3 peer-reviewed publications, including work to develop the Fold Illuminator, a novel and expensive fluorescent incubator that can help teach high school and undergraduate students about protein synthesis in, of course, a learn-by-doing manner. Logan additionally volunteered at the El Camino homeless shelter in Atascadero, managing overnight shifts, and at the French Hospital Emergency Room. Congratulations, Logan, on winning this year's Service Award.
Yeah, thank you so much. I guess overall, I'd just like to thank so many people, because without this, without all the people in the biology department, chemistry, and math department, I wouldn't really be here today. I'd like to thank people like Dr. Javan Oza, who was there for me when I was a little freshman, just getting into research, who was there for me last New Year's Eve at 11:47 when I was submitting my last publication, 13 minutes before it was due, which is, yeah, thank you, Dr. Javan Oza. I'd also like to thank people like Billy So, who helped me found Slow Cal Tutors, people like Allison Heisel, who's actually facilitating the mental health dialogue group right now, since I can't be there. And overall, I'd just like to thank everyone. And yeah, for the next year, I'm actually going to be a psychiatric scribe as I apply to medical school. So, thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, well, pretty good. I simply just want to close by saying how very proud we are of all of the hard work and dedication of the students. And we know that you're going to leave here and you're going to live lives of importance and of meaning, and that you're going to use your Cal Poly education to do well and to do good. Thank you so much for sharing this important part of your lives with us. We truly are, and I said this earlier, better because of all of you. So congratulations, and thank you for joining this evening. And I don't think they're kicking us out, so if you want to hang out, talk, and take pictures, please do.